in a row.
They can be pretty close.
You know what is the noticing is one thing I wouldn't be a fan. I would think it's a possibility, I guess.
Right.
Now I guess I have to keep in mind, but in the past I would never even think of this is not. That was close.
Like this person's playing very differently.
Yeah, each
I never know
Some
what
people
it's
want to
like.
learn all characters.
So
Quick counters.
I don't check like other characters like that.
Live songs where you have like.
But all I know is a couple.
Ah,
If I do upside down kicking, I don't know where if it's a block. So obviously my low strong is my best move.
And like he'll tell you how long you have now.
Basically, if I'm in a range of even if it's
Whatever button.
-5, I can't really do much
Quick,
unless I'm
quick access, loading.
So,
there's a whole bunch
I got
of
that
stuff.
part.
Anything you
That's fine.
learn and try to
Then-
make this guy somebody.
I don't know what means my turn.
we should just make a good fight tables first.
Let's do it.
The fake game defense and also super turn.
A match that could shape up to be fast and furious. A great one for the neutrals. Well, there is a lot of talent in both teams, and this has the makings of a classic encounter. Shooting chance here. Reyes, held by the keeper. And Ashley Cole. Shevchenko. He's carried the ball forward. A good delivery, and we may well see the first goal here. He will go behind for a goal kick. Sergio Ramos. Here's Michel Salgado. And Van Nistelrooy. Gets it. Now what can he do? It's right at the right post. A reasonable attempt though.
We'd love to have seen a goal, but it wasn't quite up to it.
Ashley Cole. Joe Cole. Here's Shevchenko. One free kick here. Could be dangerous. Could be curling over. It's over, but that was close.
Well, the fans would love a goal from there, but I think he should have used his teammates on that one.
Mahamoude Diarra. The through ball sets up the attack. They've won a corner. They'll battle for this in the middle. Van Nistelrooy. He shoots again. It's over. Too high.
I wonder if he was trying to curl it into there. It just didn't come off for him.
And Jeremy. Here's Robin. Ball one here. And Robinho.
Here's a chance to whip it in.
No, off target.
The defence let him get the shot in. They have to be more alert.
Ashley Cole. Brought an end to the attack. Here's Emerson. Can he get the room he needs?
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. There's not a lot of support. Down the left flank. Hold on to the ball. Good attacking position too here. Dealt with the threat expertly.
Well, he instinctively read the pass.
This time lunge. Free kick given. Here's Jeremy. Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there. Wonderful defending there. That lacks accuracy. 15 minutes to go until the half-time whistle. Shevchenko. Possession maintained. Chance here. He needs to deliver a good ball in. No cross really. Only could get the end of it. Clearly a foul. Reads it well. Cut it out nicely. Right Phillips. And Robin. He's not pushing forward with it. Ball one, good defending there. Emerson. And Casano. What can he conjure up here? And a punch away by the keeper there, sends it behind for a corner kick. Whips it in. Arrives in the box. Shevchenko. Carries the ball through the middle. Dealt with the threat expertly. Here's Emerson. The keeper didn't hang back, came forward and made the ball his. Joe Cole. Ashley Cole. Here's Shevchenko. To the man in space. Will there be a goal here? It's the end of the first half, and the players head off to the dressing rooms here. The managers with plenty to say, I would think. No one likes a goalless game, do they, Trevor?
Of course.
They start the second half. Will the manager's half-time talk have the desired effect? They've switched sides for the second half. Opportunity here.
And that shot comes off the keeper's gloves and out of play. It's a corner.
Drives it to the middle. Needs to test the keeper here. Casano. Good pass. To the man in space. Sneaks into the box. Wasted opportunity, not on target there.
Well, you know, Peter, the defender should have been much closer on him. It was sloppy defended, really, to give him so much space.
Here's Jeremy. Looking around for support. And Robin. Struck it from distance. Another bite of the cherry. Well, it may have looked a goal, but it's just a goal kick.
The shot just wasn't up to the mark there.
Alvaro Mejia. And Emerson. And Casano. Mahamoude Diarra. Dealt with that threat well. And he's off along the left touchline. Wins the ball, great defending. And Robinho. Blatant foul there. Get through the gap. Down the middle. Robin. Here's Drogba. Finds a teammate. Brought an end to the attack. Staying the ball down. He finds space for a shot. Stopped him well there. Good pass. Joe Cole. Go. They've taken the lead. How do you see the game developing from here on then, Trevor?
Well, from the fans' point of view, the goal is great news. Their opponents can no longer sit back, content with things as they stand.
Alvaro Mejia. Mahamoude Diarra. Will he hit the target? Here's Wright Phillips. Joe Cole. The keeper holds it. And Cecinio. We've reached the last 15 minutes. Chance for another goal, perhaps. Here's Jeremy. Showed his defensive quality there. It's picked up by the goalkeeper. Robinho. Mahamoude Diarra. Casano. Sneaks into the penalty area. What a goal! They've got back on level terms, Trevor.
Yes, but I can't see that being the end of the action. Neither side wants a draw, and I think we'll see them both go all out for the win.
Dealt with that threat well. Here's Wright Phillips.
The left back really needs to stay sharp.
Didn't give it away. Glancing on goal here. Can he test the keeper? Robin. Disappointing effort at goal.
We'd love to have seen a goal, but it wasn't quite up to it.
And they still have possession here. And Robinho. Mahamoude Diarra. And Casano. Good running on the ball. It's an amazing goal. Were there any signs of them making this kind of comeback, Trevor?
Certainly they've looked sharper, their passing's been better. They've really stepped up a gear.
That one is intercepted. The ref ends the game, and a huge roar from the crowd. An impressive win here after a magnificent... We're off here, and hopefully we'll see a game full of pace, goals and competitive football. Let's see what kind of match these two teams can produce. And it's way past the left-hand post. Here's Bridge. Jeremy. There's not a lot of support. Jeremy! Reasonable effort, but lacked accuracy.
Well, I think the shot didn't connect well enough with his foot there, did it? Unfortunately for him.
Here's Michel Salgado. Van Nistelrooy. And Joe Cole. He's on the rampage. They're in a good position down the right. Robin. Maybe a miss hit. It was off target though.
I think the angle was just too tight for him there.
Raul Bravo. And Sergio Ramos. Ronaldo. Will he find the space? Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there. Stepped in well there. Here's Shevchenko. Joe Cole finds himself in the box. Here's Raul. Ronaldo. Giving away a free kick in a dangerous area. It could be costly. Decent ball in. Van Nistelrooy. He's got his shot in, but no real threat.
Well, it exposed a hole in the defence. He'll be sorry he didn't score.
And Lampard. Here's Shevchenko. Can he create something? It looks as if he brought him down there, but no whistle. Here's Van Nistelrooy. The keeper comes forward and the ball ends up in his arms. Lampard. Shevchenko. And Emerson. Ronaldo. Pushing further forward. It's wide to the right post. A reasonable attempt there.
Well, it's back to basics, I think, Peter. The shot just has to be on target, particularly from there.
Here's Terry. Ashley Cole. Shevchenko. Stayed on the ball, great position to attack. Shevchenko! Ronaldo. Great work to win the ball. Shevchenko! Oh, it's in! What a goal! They're ahead by a goal to nil. That lacks accuracy and Robin. Here's Shevchenko. And he's gone for goal. Another chance. Just wide and into the side netting.
The shot just wasn't up to the mark there.
Raul Bravo. Van Nistelrooy. Finds himself in the box. Punched away. Looking for space down the left-hand side. Only 5 minutes left on the clock until the break. Just a one goal divides them. They win possession. Carries the ball through the middle. Really stopped in his tracks there. Here's Drogba. And Shevchenko. Will he test the keeper? Wins possession to stop the attack. 2 additional minutes being shown on the ball. Guti. Breaking through. He's free through the middle. And he gets a free kick in a very dangerous area. 2 men to aim for.
This looks like a chance here. But the keeper was quick to react and punch the ball behind for a corner.
What about this ball in? Ball not given away here. Here's Guti. The referee blows for the end of the first half. The players head off into the dressing rooms for their half-time team talks. Trevor, what's your opinion of the first half?
Well, I know all that matters is the scoreline, but I think they need to make better use of space, or else their fortunes may change in the second half.
So as the managers talk to their players in the break, the score stands at 1-0. The second half gets underway. Let's hope for another 45 minutes of great football here. Both managers are starting the second half the way they ended the first. Stopped him well there. The defender was quick to see this one. To the man in space. They're still on the attack here. Ronaldo. Tries again. A magnificent goal. So it's as you were.
Absolutely, Peter. The players will want a repeat of that goal.
Drogba. Didn't give it away. Advancing on goal here. And Drogba. Nicely run there. The attack came to nothing. Raul. Here's Ronaldo. Ronaldo.
And the keeper has it.
Shevchenko. Looking around for support. Shevchenko! Keeper couldn't take it cleanly. It's gone behind over a corner. To the target in the middle. Superbly done. The match has swung their way again. Fabulous strike down the middle. They had the slimmest of leads at 2-1. And Guti. Well worked to win possession. He's carried the ball forward. Joe Cole. Terrific goal. They score again. That's 2 without reply. 60th minute of the game. Two goals up, 3-1 now. 15 minutes of the second half gone. Still in possession here. Here's Guti. And Sergio Ramos. Here's Raul. And Emerson. Here's Robinho. Will this be a goal? It went over the line for a goal kick. Terry. And Ashley Cole. Diving recklessly, free kick awarded.
That's a nasty challenge from behind. We don't want to see that coming from him.
He's being pulled down. Over. Needs to be more accurate than that.
That could be seen as a little selfish. He had other options available.
Worked really hard to get the ball back then. Here's Robin. And he goes for it. Only inches away, but it's gone into the side of the goal.
Well, I think the defence has got to start asking questions of themselves there. They let him get in the shot unchallenged.
Fabio Cannavaro. Guti. Here's Van Nistelrooy. Raul. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. And Jeremy. Nice work to keep possession too. Shevchenko. Shot them down there, gave away a free kick. The yellow card is out here. Booking for him, and he'll need to be careful now for the rest of the game.
That was a totally unnecessary challenge.
Will he have a go? Ronaldo. Van Nistelrooy. Cut out well. Great ball through. Trouble for the defence from the left. Well work to win the ball. He continues his run down the right.
That through ball's put the defence on the back foot.
Can he put in a decent cross?
A good delivery needed here.
Shevchenko! Robinho. What's he done? Good in possession there. That's an angled cross. Two more minutes is being shown on the board. And Lampard. holds on to the ball. And Ronaldo. Ronaldo. There's the final whistle. They come away with the win here after some tremendous work in every department, really. Such a well-deserved result, and their manager will be very, very proud of them. Fans are providing a noisy and colourful backdrop for this great occasion. Well, there is a lot of talent in both teams, and this has the makings of a classic encounter. Dashes along the right flank. Shooting chance here. Cordoba. Here's Dacour. Late whistle there. The players aren't really finding it hard to keep going here, build any momentum. Deco. Marquez. Here's Saviola. Deco. Here's Deco. Saviola. Brings it down the middle. Messi. No one there. Ronaldinho. And he gets run away. What a fantastic... It's 1-0 now, but can they hang on to this lead? Looking for support now. Neatly done. All dealt with that threat. Here's Deco. 15 minutes gone in the first half. And Ibrahimovic. Here's Saviola. All given away there.
Well, it's a good pass after that interception.
That is sloppy play. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. He's looking for support. He's looking for the target. Really stopped in his tracks there. Looking around for support. And Messi. Xavi. Ronaldinho. Looking for a free man. Xavi. Messi. This time lunge. Free kick given.
Snapped up by the keeper.
And Figo. And Turan. Zambrotta. Messi. So running off the ball for the cross. Will he find the target? Xavi. Keeper makes it safe, but gives away the corner. It's sailing across the face of goal. In the safe hands of the keeper. Yeah, he was offside there. to the massive relief of the opposition defenders. He's on the rampage. Here's Messi. And Ronaldinho. Can he create something here? Now it's a goal kick. Materazzi. Win possession here. And Ronaldinho. Will he put it away? Well work to run the ball. Nope, it's been cut out. Can he find his man? Messi. Here's Deco. And Ronaldinho. They're just not clicking with each other. We have 5 minutes to go in this half and just a 1 goal between the two sides. Well, he found his man. Can he make something of this? They're in a good position down the right. Referee says that's a fair challenge. Slides a great ball through. Saviola. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. Stopped the attack dead then. The defender was quick to see this one. The referee blows his whistle and it's the end of the first half here. Let's see if the manager's advice can affect the players in any way. Hopefully in the right way. Trevor, tell us what you've made of the performance so far.
Well, both teams are well organised at the back and up front as well, actually. But you can't say 1 goal is a comfortable lead in this game.
1-0 the scoreline then. How long will it stay like that in the second half, I wonder? Second half underway, but will it be better than the first? No substitutions yet as we go into the second half. What can he conjure up here? And Messi. Saviola. Pressure on the defence now. Needs to test the keeper here. Dealt with that threat well. You can see some space opening up here. There is a threat here. Adriano. There you go. It's the equaliser. Just after the break. It went straight down the middle. Goal apiece, the score's level at 1-1. Wonderfully won there. Great chance for the counter. They're in possession down the right flank. Can he find the target? Corner. Whip that in towards goal. Pressure on the opposition now. The throw in a dangerous area. Here's Materazzi. Figo. It's a save. They have another scoring opportunity. Drives it to the middle. Off the frame of the goal again. I can't believe this. And Marquez. Ronaldinho. And Deco. An opportunity to take the lead again. It looks as if he brought him down there, but no whistle. He's got a lot of power in his free kicks. Can he do it?
It's a promising ball in.
Inside the box now. Here's Marquez. And Jarby. Marquez. And Deco. Here's Ronaldinho. And Saviola. What will he do here?
Snapped up by the keeper.
No, it's been intercepted. Turan. Ronaldinho. No, not this one. Didn't give the ball away and still they advance. And Jarby.
This player's got great skill with his delivery.
Will there be a goal here? Almost 75 minutes have gone. Win the ball back. Here's Deco. Slip through the gap. He's been brought down on the edge of the box.
I don't think that's going to be a penalty.
4 players to choose from. Saviola!
That's picked up by the keeper. Oh, great opportunity here.
Zambrota and Puyol. Zambrota. Here's Turan. Ronaldinho. Deco.
Well, they're starting to click, Peter.
Goal! They get it back. They may look to defend this lead now. And Dakor. Still with possession. They can attack from here. Will this be a goal here? Keeps the ball in a very promising position. No way through this time. He did well to gain possession, but he could lose it here. Here's Ronaldinho.
Defence needs a man marking.
What can he do from here? Saviola! And the goalkeeper puts it out for a corner. Plays it into the feet. Dealt with the threat expertly. Down the right-hand channel. The good ball in could give them the equaliser. Silvinho. Here's Deco and Saviola. Messi and Ronaldinho. Needs to test the keeper here. Poorly attempted pass. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left. He scored! It's number 3. They've considered the goal at the worst time imaginable, Trevor.
Oh, you're right, Peter. They've got to go for broke now.
There's the whistle, that's it! A well-deserved win for them today as they went out fully focused and put everything into this game, and they came away with the win they wanted. Would you say the game went to plan, Trevor?
More or less, yes. They have a couple.
There's the kickoff. I wonder what drama will unfold today. It will be interesting to see how they start the match. He continues his run down the left. Totti trying to open up the defence. Tony! Well, he tried the shot but failed to deliver on target.
It's very difficult to keep absolute concentration in situations like that.
And Makalele. No, it doesn't pick out his man. Totti. That's a threatening through ball. All one here. Great work to win the ball. Here's Gattuso. Totti. Grosso. And Gattuso. Will he find the target? Brought an end to the attack. Here's Zidane. Zidane. Here's Camoranesi. Cut it out nicely. And suddenly the defence is on the back foot. He needs to deliver a good ball in. Henry! Clarence David has a sight of goal. Fabio Cannavaro. 15 minutes have passed. Well, the defender read it well. And Cameronese. No, it's been intercepted. Now what can he do?
Can he beat the keeper?
Not a bad shot, but it's over.
The pass showed good vision to set that up. I'd love to have seen a better finish though.
Makalele. A lovely ball down the middle. Here's Makalele. Wilton. Here's Zidane. Stopped him illegally. Free kick. Tony.
Oh, a terrific breakout of defence.
Beautifully done. Tony. Keeper has been kept busy today.
They've had a few decent attempts, but the keeper's been too good today.
Saha. Knocks it past the defence. Here's Del Piero. Great interchange there. Touched away.
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Ball's out, goal kick. Nesta. Here's Pirlo. Totti. He's in the box. Free kick given by the referee. Saha. Here's Zidane. Pressure on the defence now. Opportunity here. That's behind the goal by the keeper. That'll be a corner. It's into the middle. Totti. Here's Vieira. In the box. Wilton. Got the shot in, but it's gone over.
He knows that you have to keep making chances on goal. Unfortunately, that wasn't accurate enough.
And Cameronese. Gattuso. What will he conjure up now? No, the finish wasn't there, and it's wide of the right post.
The shot just wasn't up to the mark there.
And Vieira. It'll soon be half-time, and neither side really looks like scoring here before the break.
Good running off the ball here. Chance to whip it in.
Well found there. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the right. Dealt with the threat expertly. Totti. And Grosso. Looking for a space down the left-hand side. Making good progress down the left wing now.
It's a good cross.
Sturdy defence here. The whistle goes for half-time, and the players head off to the dressing rooms, with the managers, no doubt, having plenty. The second half then gets underway. Let's hope for another 45 minutes of entertaining football here. The sides have been changed for the second half. Makalele. And Wilton. They can swing it in from the right wing. Nice through ball. Gets his head to it. They haven't looked in much trouble, have they really, Trevor? But now they've gone behind. They'll be so disappointed with the goal, won't they?
Yes, they will. So now they need to focus all their energy on grabbing the equaliser.
Here's Pirlo. Nope, it's been cut out. Carries the ball through the middle. What a ball! And this is a great chance. And Totti. It's a foul there, but the ref says no. Finding space down the middle. Wins possession to stop the attack. That's tiny footwork. And it's given to the keeper. Clearly a foul. Totti. Here's Silvestre. Saha. And Wiltor. Here's Henry. Sneaks into the penalty area. Zambrotta. Pirlo. Had the ball now. Here's Wiltor. They're moving well down the right-hand side. Too obvious. Wiltor. Zidane.
And the keeper has it under control.
Approaching the last 15 minutes of the game. And Nesta. Fabio Cannavaro. Wiltor! Yeah, he didn't hit that one well enough. Not a bad effort, though.
He knows that you have to keep making chances on goal. Unfortunately, that wasn't accurate enough.
Here's Totti. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. Zidane. Goal inside here. Zidane. Free kick awarded. Here's Pirlo. Camoranesi. Down the middle. The defender was quick to see this one. Too obvious. And Fabio Cannavaro. That is sloppy play. Well read and intercepted there. Here's Nesta. Fabio Cannavaro. Here's Pirlo. Gattuso. Here's Grosso. Cleared away. And Camoranesi. There's not a lot of support. Here's Camoranesi. Chance to cross. Played into the middle. Henry. Play surges forward. He could swing it in here. Can he create something? Zidane. Referee done it. A wonderful... Hold on to your seats. This could be one heck of a ride. Well, there is a lot of talent in both teams, and this has the makings of a classic encounter.
He cut that one out very well.
Here's Pirlo. And Camoranesi. Here's Gallas. Saha. Ball not given away here. Here's a chance. Didn't give it away. Advancing on goal here. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left. Offside flag raised. He's just in an offside position then. So free kick to the opposition. Wonderful defending there. Grosso. Gattuso. Cut it out nicely. And Makelele. Zidane. You're in possession. Down the left wing. Fished it away. The keeper holds it. Gattuso. Pirlo. Still him. Neatly done. Really dealt with that threat. Cut out there and the attack is thwarted. Possession maintained here. Saha. They're moving well down the left-hand side. Pirlo. Gattuso. Breaking through. And Grosso. Pirlo. That was predictable. Saha. Decent cross there. Here's Camoranesi. Del Piero.
Look at that. It's the perfect one, too.
It's been deflected out of play. Swinging it in. Chance to shoot. Can they keep defending like that? And Gallas. Showed his defensive quality there. Gattuso. He's off on the long run. Will he put it away? Here's Sanyo. We've reached the half-hour mark. Makelele. Here's Zidane. Saha. They've broken free on the wing. Nobody there. And Pirlo. Tony. He's carried the ball forward. Wins possession to stop the attack. And challenge there. Free kick in a dangerous position. Close enough to have a shot on goal. Zidane. No one can catch that pass. Leicester. Here's Fabio Cannavaro. Gattuso. Stopped illegally. Grosso. Still mate, but neither team brought a limit score before the half-time break. Don't give it away there. And the keeper decides to come off his line for the ball. Zambrotta.
It was a clever move to intercept the pass.
Surely this has to be just about the last kick of the game here. Makalele. Get the ball back. Here's Del Piero. Stop the attack well. There's the whistle for the end of the first half. Both managers with plenty to mull over here, wearing their half-time team talk. The second half is underway. The managers have had their half-time pep talks. Let's see how the players respond now. Let's see which team can take control in the second half. Gets it in space. Not a bad effort there, but not accurate enough to be threatening.
I think he may have taken his eye off the ball then. It's better the striker stays focused in those situations.
Camoranesi. Totti. The defender cuts this one out. Free ball down the middle. Real chance here. Stayed on the ball, great position to attack. Stop the attack dead there. It's into the face of goal. Very important interception there.
That's picked up by the keeper.
And Pirlo. Del Piero. Trying to open up the defence.
That was all set up by the through ball.
Connects the ball nicely. Good interception, but it's gone out for a corner. It's sailing across the face of goal.
He cut that one out very well.
That lacks accuracy. Here's Wiltorn. And Vieira. Didn't give the ball away and still they advance. Wins possession to stop the attack. Grosso. Pirlo. Here's Totti. Tony. And Del Piero. He continues his run down the right. Will he find the target? Kept possession well on the attack here. Wilton. Intercepted well. The keeper has to deal with it. He has quick feet. Nicely found. Henry!
Keeper didn't take his eyes off the ball there.
Here's Gattuso. And Pirlo. Gattuso. Here's Totti. Almost 75 minutes have gone. And Wilton. Is there space for a shot? Put it in! They've taken the lead. How do you see the game developing from here on then, Trevor?
Well, from the fans' point of view, the goal's great news. Their opponents can no longer sit back, content with things as they stand.
Grosso. Gattuso. Can he keep it going? The danger is snuffed out. That pass didn't make it. Dealt with the threat well. No, doesn't pick out his man. Can he get the room he needs? And Zidane. Offside there, and the opposition defenders look pretty relieved about that too.
The left back really needs to stay sharp.
Good opportunity to swing it over from the right there. Finds his teammate. Pirlo. Looking for some open space.
Could this be a chance?
Will he find the space? There's an interception in his own box. No way through. Received it in space. Moving up the field, stretching the play. He cleared. No, it's been intercepted. The whistle has gone and the match is over. An exhilarating performance by them today. We're off, and this is a contest sure to please football fans worldwide. You never know quite what is going to happen in this game. Eto'o. Can he find the space? No, off target.
I think the striker panicked a little bit there, you know. Even a one-on-one is often harder than it looks.
And Ferdinand. Sylvestre. Now he's got a chance to whip it across from the left. Opportunity here. Well, great defending there. And Eto'o breaking through. It's created a counter raid for them. Saviola! Got the shot in. I think the goalkeeper knew it was off target. Trevor, this game has started at quite a pace.
Yes, they have. It'll be hard to keep it going like this for the rest of the game, Peter.
Xabi. Ronaldinho. They can swing it in from the right wing. Here's Sylvester. Evra. Here's Giggs. Here's Scholes. And Evra.
Plenty of options for a cross.
Van Bronckhorst. 15 minutes into the first half.
That was a superb interception.
Sylvester. Evra. Poor pass picked up there. Messi. Pushing further forward. He's worked to keep possession too.
Well, that's a pinpoint pass.
Solid defence at the box. And Saviola. Attack came to nothing. He may whip the cross in. Win possession, the attack came to nothing. Here's Zambrota. They intercept the pass. Marquez. Van Bronckhorst. Here's Saviola. They'll have a chance from this corner. Knocks it to the near post. Almost 30 minutes gone. He has to do better than that. Julio. Here's Van Bronckhorst. And Ronaldinho. The break is on.
The keeper's under pressure.
It's in! Brilliant! 1-0. Can they hang on to this lead? Here's Puyo. Here's Zambrota. Into the penalty area. Over. Needs to be more accurate than that.
Okay, so he didn't score, but he did expose some gaping holes in that defence.
Park. And Scholes. Defence struggling to deal with this play down the left. Throw-in given away in a dangerous position. Nice pass. Finds his man. That'll be a goal kick. The ball still with them here. Here's Ed Nielsen. Ronaldinho. Well worked to win the ball. Well cut out. Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's Giggs. There will be 2 additional minutes to be played. Down the line. Here's Saviola. Here's Scholes. Giggs. Here's Evra. Park. Here's Eto'o. Ball given away. The referee blows for the end of the first half. The players head off into the dressing rooms for their half-time team talks. They kick off. Let's see how the players on both sides respond to their half-time team talks. Neither manager has made any substitutions. And Park slices open the defence. That was predictable. Up goes the assistant referee's flag, trying to spring the offside trap, but the run was timed just a little too early. Tries one from distance. Not a bad effort, but it wasn't on target.
Perhaps that was a bit unlucky, because I think the keeper may have taken his eye off the ball.
Here's Zambrotta. And Messi. And Scholes. Rooney. There's not a lot of support. Ref says he took the ball, not the man. And Rooney. And they've got behind the fullback. Will he hit the target? Wins the ball, great defending. It's created a counter raid for them.
Oh, that's a great through ball.
Messi! They're moving well down the left-hand side. Stayed on the ball, promising position here. Still with possession, they can attack from here. Can you find the target? Oh, you'll never score with accuracy like that. The goal would have given them the confidence boost they so desperately needed, Trevor.
You're right, Peter. They have to keep making the chances up front if they're to get that equaliser.
Down the right. Went for the flat well. And Eto'o lunged in and gave away a free kick. And Eto'o. Here's Zambrotta. So running off the ball for the cross. A corner kick given. Whips it in. And it's still not properly clear. Turns defence into attack there. They're just not clicking with each other. Messi. Win possession here. And Giggs. Here's Scholes. We're almost in the final quarter of an hour. Cristiano Ronaldo.
I thought he was going to catch it, but he's punched it out here for a corner.
Drives it to the middle. Final touch by the keeper. They can try again. It's sailing across the face of goal. Park. Just needs a yard. Goal kick. Here's Zambrotta. And Messi. Ronaldinho. And Giggs. Cristiano Ronaldo. What can he do from here? Oh, great defending there. Had the ball now. He's carrying the ball forward. They're in a good position down the right. He wants a chance for good delivery. And it's in the net! Goal! They just can't stop scoring. Just 5 minutes from the crossbar and in. They've conceded the goal at the worst time imaginable, Trevor.
Yes, that was a deadly blow. They need to score quickly to haul themselves back into it.
Here's Saviola. Scholes. Here's Giggs. And Rooney. He goes on himself. And now the counter-attack. Now here's a chance. It's an amazing goal. "3-0 now, a handsome lead developing. There'll be one extra minute.
Plenty of options for a cross.
That works the keeper here. The fans will be disappointed there.
Well, it wasn't a bad solo effort. It just needs to be a yard or two sharper.
Zambrotta. There's the whistle. They cruise to victory by a massive margin. And that's the end of tonight's broadcast. With me, Peter Brackley, and my co-commentator, Trevor Brooking.
Oh, it's been a good evening's football.
And we'll see you at the next match. Goodbye.
Sharper.
Whistle. And it's in the net. Goal. And it's in the net. And it's in the net. Goal. And it's in the net. Goal. They just can't stop scoring. Just 5 minutes from here. Off the crossbar and in. And it's in the net. Goal. And it's in the net. And it's in the net. Goal. They just can't stop scoring. Just 5 minutes from here. Off the crossbar and in. They've conceded the goal at the worst time imaginable, Trevor.
Yes, that was a deadly
it's in the net! Goal!
They just can't stop scoring.
And it's in the net! Goal!
They just can't stop scoring.
Just 5 minutes from the end. Off the crossbar and in.